Alright, fellas, we're back here with another episode of Mining in Farming Simulator 25. Mine's been going well. Let's get back at it here. So we last thing I think we did is obviously we kept filling up the mine here. We got this thing going pretty good. But now we got to get this thing up and running here. I'm hoping today we can maybe we'll do some logging, I think, just to clear out the forest a little bit, give us a little more space to work, and then we can sell some of these logs here to hopefully get a little more income as well. So we'll do a little bit of logging here, nothing too fancy with it, but clearing some land here and getting some income is going to be kind of our priority, because like I said earlier in the series, our main goal here is to try and get to that Slucifer wash plant, and cutting trees down might be our easiest way to do that. So first step here, we'll cut down these trees. I think I'm just going to use super strength to put them into the trailer, because it can be a real headache to do that manually. Mostly because my joystick is mapped to the excavators for mining, and I really don't want to go through the process of having to remap it for this, and also we don't have enough money to buy like an actual like logger. So I think loading them just for now, we'll do it this way. May not be the most realistic looking thing in the world, but that's fine. Let's see, trim these trees. Cut them down a little bit here. Clean them up so they're worth a little more dough and they're a little easier to load up. At least that's the idea. Not sure how well it actually works, but allegedly it works. Clean these suckers up a little bit here. A little hard to tell because the bushes are in the way of what's actually like needs to be done on as far as cleaning them up goes. The dead wood, I mean, ideally I should probably save these and put these in the sawmill. They'll be worth more money that way. Deadwood's not really worth a whole lot as a log. I mean, realistically I should put all this in a sawmill, but I don't have a sawmill. I just did the little one, and the little one just takes too long. And I did at the end of the last episode, I don't remember if I showed you guys or not, but I did do a little speed up just to get some logs processed to that sawmill, just for space reasons. That's kind of really it. It wasn't really for gameplay reasons, it was just space. I wish I could get rid of that flashlight. It's kind of a pain that I gotta filter through it. Also wish you could sprint with a chainsaw out. That'd be nice. Okay, these trees should be cleared. I've got one more here. One more tree here. Clean that thing up. So much easier to tell what I'm doing in the dirt. Or I mean in the road rather than on the dirt. Dirt gets a little tricky to tell. So if we look over at our production on the sawmill, it is still full. So I don't think we want to put it in there necessarily. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take our semi-truck here. We're going to load it up, and we're going to go bring it to the actual sawmill to sell later at a future date. But this will give us some cash. I think we definitely need some cash on hand. It's kind of a quick buck. So, should help us with our journey here. Oh gee, don't want to do that. Do not want to do that. You gotta be careful here. That super strength mod's nice and all, but you do have to be pretty careful with it, because you can really ruin your day pretty easy. Yeah, it gets a little bit wonky here. Gonna work. Cut this thing in half. Cut her down to size a little bit. There we go. There we go. I know we gotta cut these things in half, just so they fit on the trailer a little better. There we go. Loading up pretty nicely here. Let's clean this up a little bit. Come on. This little bit's probably not even worth doing, but we're going to. I want that money. I need that money, I should say. We're broke. Ain't nobody want to be a brokey. There we go. One more down. This guy in half here, just like so. So let me know in the comments, guys. Should I keep doing it this way, the logging? Oh boy, gotta be careful. Or should I buy the logging equipment and do it that way? This is too much cheating to use the super strength. I'm a little torn on it because, like, obviously it's cheating, but I currently don't have the funds to do it any other way. Or to buy the proper logging equipment. Oh, no. Oh, bother. Which, I guess, isn't the end of the world if I have to wait. At least I can get started on it a little bit here. Come on. I mean, I'm having a hard enough time without logging equipment here. This thing's got to be in here, like, just right. They are finicky. Let's just put a strap on there. I can always unstrap and restrap as I put them in. That way they don't fly around as much as I'm entering them onto the trailer here. Keep it a little more organized. Honestly, my biggest problem here is probably I'm putting them in the wrong way. Should be putting big end in first. Probably help me out. The mechanics on this are a little, the super strength mod are a little goofy. Like, it's doable, but it's definitely goofy. so I kind of got it figured out. I got to kind of like drag it into the back, seems to work the best. But, yeah, it's going pretty good. It is working, which I guess is the goal. And we're going to put that deadwood in our sawmill, I think. Just for maximum value, because we do need the money. If we had more money, I wouldn't be worrying about it, but right now our gold operation isn't really producing that much. It's in the baby stages still, so we gotta get income the other ways of the game just to be able to afford our mine. And right now the best way to do that seems to be logging, based on what we already have. I could probably get into farming. Honestly, what I should do is some contracts. Just get those going, have the AI do it. That'd be a good steady source of income, but I don't know. Seems like it might be more of a headache than it's worth. I'm not like in a hurry to get that going. Come on. Why are you being a pain? Cut right here. So I actually have enough to grab onto. This guy like that. There we go. And that should, oh no, one more here. Throw this guy in here and we'll get back to mining. Alright, let's get back to mining here. We'll get back to the truck eventually later. If we need a quick buck, we'll go sell it. But I think for now, we'll keep digging. I do really want to get this mine to the point where we're getting gold from it. Right now, we're just kind of... It's working. I'm not saying it's not working, but we're not producing yet. We're still doing the initial loading phase, more or less. But it takes a while to fill up, especially with the system we got now. I'm hoping to maybe get a buddy on here with me at some point, kind of double our operation. That'd be kind of fun. Get two people on here to help with the digging. But yeah, let's get back to digging here. So let's turn that on. Turn on my excavator here. Dig we go. This hole is coming together nicely, I think. Let me know in the comments, guys. Do you guys want me to speed these little sections up and kind of do more like, not really a summary video, but like I'll be like, oh, okay, let's dig this hole here. I'll be back in a second. I speed up the dig, and then I come out, I talk a little bit. Or do you like it like this style where I just kind of play and talk through it? This style is, it's fun. I like it. But it is going to take us a heck of a lot of episodes to really get anywhere digging wise, right? Just because of the nature of I don't know, I should have access to this land. I don't know why I'm saying that. Just because the nature of the, you know, the 20-minute videos, it's going to take a while to fill this thing up, or to fill up the mine and get enough money to like get to the big operation. Whereas if I speed it up a little bit at sections, I'll get through it quicker, but you know, we'll be missing content. So leave a comment, guys. What do you guys think? What would be better on that regard? I will leave that up to the viewers. I'm good with pretty much any of it, but it would be nice to know that. What do you guys think? Should be full after this one here. Yep, we're full. All right. Our pad is starting to come together pretty nicely too. I like the idea of just kind of picking away at it instead of spending a whole episode kind of doing one thing. think it makes for better episodes if I break it up like we have been doing. You know, a little bit of mining, a little bit of clearing, a little bit of logging. Kind of get a little bit of everything in each video. I think that'll be better. Also, another question for you guys. Leave in the comments if you would prefer me to do 20-minute videos on Mondays and Fridays, or I was considering maybe doing like one 40-minute video on Saturday mornings. It'll be the same amount of content per week. Nothing really changes. It's just really the release schedule. I'm just curious what you guys would prefer on that. So leave a comment on how you'd like to see the channel move forward as far as that goes. I'm good with anything on that, but just curious what your guys' thought is. Okay. Let's get digging here again. This hole is going to be absolutely massive by the time we're done with it, just as I hope. Just I hope it is. That's the goal. At some point, I am also going to have to worry about clearing out those tailings out of that wash plant. I'm not quite sure how to do that. I do know it can be a little finicky. I probably need a front loader to do that, so hopefully we get enough gold to buy a front loader before that is an issue, because unloading it with this excavator might be a little bit of a booger. So I'm hoping it doesn't come to that, but it might. Very well might. No, I definitely like these holes coming along. I think we'll just keep going this kind of half moon shape. Keep filling it back as we go here. Keep digging down. I'm hoping to get it big enough where we can kind of go into it and dig it down deeper, but that's going to take a couple more truckloads, I would think. I think we're about full here. Let's hop back in the truck. Dump this up. Yeah, it's basically full. But we're producing pretty quickly now. There's also at some point I do want to get there's some conveyor belt systems we can utilize to maybe you know, feed the wash plant better. I do know we're going to need this for Slucifer more than likely, but I mean in theory we could just get like a couple of those set up so you more or less just remove the trucking altogether. But you know, trucking is kind of the fun part. Also, there are some trucking mods I do want to look into a little more. I want to get some more rock trucks. I need to find some good rock truck mods. So if you guys know of any rock truck mods, let me know in the description, and I will gladly get those. Because right now, I think we just have this big one, and that's just too big. I do have these, which are kind of smaller, but those are a little too small. I need something kind of in the middle, you know, like a 40-ton one. This one's like absurd. Yeah, 200,000 liters. This thing's absurdly big. Which at some point we'll get to that, but we're not there yet, and I don't want to jump straight into that. What's this? Pipes. I got a long bed. Slucifer. Movable tanker. I do have a lot of good mods here, but like I said, I do want to get some more mods at some point throughout this process. We'll look into that, and I'll keep adding them. So you might see them. It doesn't really matter at this point because we don't have money to buy them, but at some point we will, or we should have enough money to purchase some of that. Let's clear this tree out here now. It's kind of getting in the way, I think. Clean this off. I wish there was an easier way to clean these off with the chainsaw. Kind of finicky. Let's get rid of this one too. The dead wood. Yeah, the money in deadwood's turning it into furniture and stuff, because there's no money in deadwood on its own, but there is money in deadwood as furniture, so we'll keep that in mind. Probably drag those over to the sawmill at some point. Not really worth messing with yet, simply because we don't have enough room in them there anyway, so there's really no point in dragging them over there. Come on. Come on. Ah. Why is it spinning on me? There we go. Why is it not pivoting? Oh, it can be so frustrating at times. See, it should, like, pivot there, but it isn't. I think it's probably stuck on those trees, huh? Yeah. Oh, my goodness. I am struggle bussing today. Get this way. Here. Good enough. Oh, come on. Oh, gee. That is not what I wanted to do. Just cut it in half. There we go. There we go. Nice and neat. Not even sure where the other half went. Alright, let's check on the wash plant here. See how it's doing. It is mini gold trommel. Still getting concentrate. Looks like we're about halfway to what we need for some gold to pop out. So we're getting there, slowly but surely. I think we'll do one more truckload here. Just to keep on feeding that wash plant. What I really need is like 2 guys on here so I can basically have constant feed trucks. Then we can really get this mine going. This one's coming along. You guys are really gonna like it when that gold pops out. It's pretty cool. Gets a little concentrate. You gotta put it in the gold room. Really like how it turns out. There we go. We got room for one more. Perfect. All right, let's go dump it in. Perfection. How's our sawmill looking? So that takes time. Speed up a little bit here. Just to get rid of that tree. Okay, now we gotta speed up through the rain because rain's a pain in the neck. All the homies hate rain. Really just because it's loud and obnoxious. That's kind of the only reason, if I'm being honest. But I am not a fan of it. You'd think that thing would be getting pretty close. Still no. One more hour here, hopefully. Still no. Okay, we're gonna slow back down time. Put this back down to normal. Yeah. That thing just takes forever to run. So, anyways, guys, I think I'm going to call this episode here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, Mondays and Fridays will be the schedule. About 7 a.m., I think. 6 or 7 a.m. we'll upload the videos. I Greatly appreciate you guys watching this series. It means a lot to me. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more, and leave comments. All the engagement really helps the channel out, and like I said, I greatly appreciate you guys. Anyways, peace out.